Okay, it's 10 o'clock on a very warm summer morning. It's about 70, maybe even 70 something degrees already up here in the mountains. It's very unusual. It's supposed to be blistering down in the valley today, later. As of right now, there's no breeze. It's partly cloudy, and I'm gonna fish this creek. River flow is about 140 cubic feet per second, which is higher than I generally fish it, but it's better than anything else that's surrounding this area right now because of runoff. A lot of the streams are near flood stage. I'm going to start with the Daiwa LLL 45 and a Kabari, but we may change rods and or flies depending on what the water does and how everything responds. I've got a 380 centimeter level number 3 fluorocarbon level line on. And so we'll see what we can get out of here. There we go. It's a nice brown. Yeah, about 14 inches. Very good. With the water levels being where they're at, that's where I'm assuming the majority of the fish are going to be, in little protected coves like that. Another one. I've started out with a black or Oxford wool gnarly fly because the water is slightly off colored and I want the contrast in the fly. Got a little heavier gauged hook, and so far things are looking positive for this fly in these conditions. Okay, excellent. That was a good hit. Saw him come out from by this small willows. And nailed the fly. That was really good right over there. That's a beautiful little fish. Excellent. There we go. Got the rod extended to the full 4.5 meters. Cast beautifully at both the 4 meter and the 4.5 meter length, but for this little reach here, it was just more comfortable for me to extend it all the way out to present the fly to this fish. Another nice brown. Okay, calm down, buddy. Yeah, very healthy. I like fishing vintage rods. You know, obviously everybody has some concerns that they might, you know, you might break them and not be able to get parts. But if it's a high quality rod and your technique is good, then I think the likelihood of that is low, certainly not impossible. But some of the rods that are now vintage, like this Daiwa rod, which has been discontinued, are beautiful, beautiful rods. And I hate not to fish them. Yeah, that's good. This rod is generally a little softer in action than I prefer overall, but it's got really good backbone. Nice fish. Really good backbone, and so as soon as the upper section begins to flex, the midsections begin to take up the pressure of the fish. And so I like, even though it's a softer rod, I like how it sets the hook and how it fights fish. Takes me a little while to get used to casting it though, because it does feel different than most of the rods that I prefer. There we go, right next to the bank. It's probably where the majority of my fish are going to come from today. Yeah. That's a nice little one. There we go. Right over there between those bunches of willow. As soon as that fly hit, he came up and nailed it. Which is what I should have done with that one back there, but I didn't. Yeah, nice fish. Now, let's see if we can get up through here without getting too wet. I may have to get out, because it narrows down and I'm not sure I'm willing to wade where it's too deep up here. Guess we'll see. There's a fish. I wasn't paying attention. I was looking upstream and across. And then I looked down and my line was going a little wonky, so that was a late hook set. Oh, still in the corner of his mouth now, which is good, not down in his gullet. Good. Well, let's see if I can walk up along this edge. I'd like to fish that over there, base of that big willow, but I don't know. Let's go see. Well, if I had waders on, I would wade right through here, but that's getting pretty deep. So I'll extend the rod all the way out to try to get over the willows on my back cast. See what we can get, if anything, over on this opposite side. Okay, let's see if we can work our way around this. This could be a pain. Okay, spider web first. And then up onto the bank. Didn't pull the rod that's in my back pocket out, so that's always good. I like to carry, when I actually do carry an extra rod, I like to carry it in my back pocket. And then constrained on my waist with my neoprene waist belt, because then I can feel if it gets plucked out. I've had rods actually get plucked right out of, ooh, that looks nice. I've had rods get plucked right out of my packs before and not even feel them slip out, even though they're tied down. Just amazing how a tree can pluck the rod out. Okay, let's see if we can fish this. There we go. Well, I changed flies. I took off the black gnarly fly. Oh, and he's out. And I put on a black pink squirrel and with a futsu with a bead on it. Just wanted to see if I was going to pick up more fish with a bead head or not. Oh, there's a fish. There we go. He took it. Oh, and he's out. It's out of him too. Shoot, it was right over there in that niche. That's too bad. That was a good fish. There we go. There's another one. He's a little one though. And it pipped out of him. I wonder if this thing needs to be sharpened. Well, that was a difficult hookup. There we go. Oh, and he flipped off. I cast up there and it came down, and I didn't want to get snagged on these willow branches, so I angled the rod away, pulled the fly up, and he came out from underneath those willow branches and took it. Anyway, I think that's it for this session. It's 11 o'clock, so it's been an hour, and I think I'm going to change rods, maybe change flies, maybe not, and keep fishing upstream. But that was a good session. This is really a good section. I haven't fished this particular section for a couple years, but the rod worked fantastic. Again, I love fishing with vintage rods, and I have no problem fishing a rod that's been discontinued when it's as good a quality as this particular rod. So anyway, that's it for today.